High in the mountains, nestled among the peaks and clouds, lay the village of whispering dreams. The village was small and quaint. It was surrounded by a forest, old and deep. The forest whispered secrets on the wind. The villagers often spoke of dreams. In this village lived Lyra. She was known for her gift. Lyra crafted dreamcatchers, but these were no ordinary dreamcatchers. They held magic within their weave. Lyra's dreamcatchers captured not just nightmares. They caught dreams of hope, of desire. Each one was unique, crafted with intention and care. Lyra listened to the whispers of the forest. She wove them into her creations. The dreamcatchers helped people find their way. They guided them to their deepest wishes. Subscribe to follow Lyra's journey and discover more magical tales. One day, a traveler arrived in the village. He was old and weary. His eyes held a deep sadness. He had journeyed far. The traveler carried a heavy burden. He had lost his purpose. He sought Lyra's help. Lyra listened intently to his tale. The traveler had once been a storyteller. He brought joy to children with his words. But somewhere along the way, his stories had faded. He no longer believed in their magic. Lyra felt a pang of sympathy for the traveler. She knew she had to help him. She would create a special dreamcatcher just for him. This dreamcatcher would help him find his way back to himself. Lyra went into the forest. She searched for the perfect materials. She needed willow branches, strong and pliable. She needed feathers, light and free. She needed beads that shimmered like memories. As she worked, Lyra felt a strange energy flowing through her. It emanated from the forest, whispering secrets. It spoke of forgotten paths and hidden truths. The energy felt familiar yet ancient. It called to her, beckoning her deeper into the woods. The dreamcatcher took shape. More intricate than any she had made before, it pulsed with a soft, ethereal glow. Lyra wove the traveler's story into the threads. She wove in hope and a prayer for his lost purpose. Lyra presented the dreamcatcher to the traveler. He was awestruck by its beauty. When he touched it, a jolt of energy passed between them. Images flashed in his mind, fragments of dreams and forgotten desires. He felt a flicker of hope ignite within him. That night, as the traveler slept, Lyra had a dream. The forest called to her. She saw the traveler on a winding path leading into the heart of the woods. He was not alone. Strange and wonderful creatures accompanied him. She felt an overwhelming urge to follow. She had to know where this path led. When morning came, Lyra knew what she had to do. She couldn't ignore the call of the forest, or the pull she felt towards the traveler's journey. She packed a bag with supplies and her most precious dreamcatchers. She would journey with the traveler. She would help him find his purpose. She would answer the call of the unknown. Section 5. Into the Unknown. Lyra found the traveler at the edge of the village. He was gazing at the forest, a mix of fear and determination in his eyes. He was surprised to see her, but a small smile touched his lips. The dreamcatcher. "It speaks to me," he said, his voice raspy with disuse. "It whispers of a path I must follow." Lyra nodded, her own heart pounding with a mixture of apprehension and excitement. "I believe my path lies with yours," she said simply. And so together they stepped into the forest. The trees closed behind them, embracing them in their ancient embrace. The familiar path that led to Lyra's favorite clearing was gone. They were entering a different part of the woods, a place of mystery and shadows. The forest was alive with sounds and scents. Sunbeams slanted through the leaves, painting dancing patterns on the forest floor. The path was winding and treacherous at times. They encountered fallen trees, rushing streams, and steep, rocky inclines. The traveler struggled to keep up. His years weighed heavily upon him, yet he persevered, driven by the whispers of the dreamcatcher and the unwavering support of the young woman by his side. Lyra used her knowledge of the forest to guide them. She knew how to find the easiest paths and where to find shelter. She used her creativity to overcome obstacles. She used vines to create a swing over a ravine. She built a raft of branches and leaves to cross a rushing stream. The challenges they faced tested them, pushing them to their limits, but with each obstacle overcome, they grew stronger, their bond deepening. The forest was home to many creatures. Some were shy and elusive, glimpsed only in fleeting shadows. Others were bolder, curious about the two travelers who had ventured into their domain. They met a family of deer with eyes like melted chocolate. They watched a flock of birds with feathers the color of sunset take flight. They even encountered a grumpy badger who admonished them for making too much noise. One evening they came across a group of fireflies. These weren't ordinary fireflies, they pulsed with an inner light that illuminated the clearing in a kaleidoscope of colors. The fireflies spoke to Lyra, their voices like tiny chimes. They told her stories of the forest, of its ancient magic, and its connection to the dreams of all living things. These encounters filled Lyra with a sense of wonder. The forest was a place of magic where the impossible felt possible. It was a stark contrast to her quiet life in the village, where dreams were often forgotten in the light of day. Each night, under the watchful eyes of the trees, they shared stories and dreams. The traveler's dreams, once muddled and confused, were becoming clearer. He saw fragments of his past, of the stories he used to tell, of the joy he had brought to others. Lyra's dreams were vivid too. She dreamt of the forest, of its hidden paths and ancient secrets. She dreamt of the traveler, his face illuminated by a renewed sense of purpose. She dreamt of herself, no longer confined to the small world of her village, but walking a path of her own, her destiny intertwined with the magic of the forest. One particularly powerful dream revealed the traveler's lost purpose. It wasn't just about telling stories, it was about inspiring others to dream, to believe in the impossible. His purpose lay in rekindling the spark of imagination in a world that had grown too cynical. As they journeyed deeper into the forest, a change came over the traveler. His steps were lighter, his eyes brighter. He started sharing stories again, his voice regaining its lost melody. The stories tumbled out of him, filled with magic and wonder. Lyra listened, her heart swelling with a sense of fulfillment. She had helped him find his way back to himself. In doing so, she had discovered something profound about herself. She realized that her own path wasn't confined to the village. Her gift for crafting dreamcatchers wasn't just about helping others. It was about helping them find their own way, just as she had helped the traveler. Lyra understood that to truly fulfill her purpose, she had to explore the world beyond the village. She had to share her gift with others, to help them unlock the magic within their own dreams. The traveler's journey had sparked a fire in her soul, a yearning for adventure and a thirst for knowledge. Lyra knew that her own journey was just beginning. The forest path had led her to a truth she had always known but never fully embraced. To help others find their way, she must first find her own. And she knew with a certainty that resonated deep within her heart that the Dreamcatcher's path would lead her there.